All right, time to break down splitting the bill. More vacation shit. Queen Naja was somewhere. Friend of the show, Queen Naja, came here. Was absolutely spectacular and amazing. Shout out to her. Queen Naja was streaming, and I'm assuming she was on vacation. That didn't look like an Outback Steakhouse that she was at. And the bill came while she was on stream. That's why I don't stream, yo. I can be honest with you. I don't stream because y'all gonna see the shit I do and the shit that happens in real time. I can't edit it out. So the bill came, it came to her, and there was a large discussion at the table about how they were gonna come up with this money, or who was gonna pay the bill, or were they gonna split the bill. There were couples there, there's audio. I'm gonna find the audio and play it. I don't know why in 2026 we still have to discuss bill etiquette, but we do, so.
I know why.
Why?
High as hell, everybody ain't got it, nigga.
Right.
Then why go out to eat?
Keep your ass home.
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
That part, and they definitely don't get to invite other couples.
True.
And I'm not talking about them because I'm sure they had it, but let's talk about it. Here we go.
Let's split the bill or pay for each meal. How?
I don't know. They gave us $200 to spend it. So they took it off that whole bill.
That's y'all know.
Okay.
Y'all know. Yeah. Y'all know.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Bringing
then,
everybody.
yeah, we can just split it by couple.
Yes, y'all was the.
Thank you for being a friend.
Don't sing over. I'm trying to hear your man in the background.
So what's left?
So I think we gotta look like my drink or something.
At this point in the video, they pulled the calculator out.
Too much talking.
Oh, wow.
Nah, we just do everybody. Y'all want to do it. Okay, cool. Y'all want to do it like that?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, no pressure.
I mean, I don't know. Does that mean we gotta let me see.
Yeah.
Let's split the bill.
And this is when they're outside, before the stream cut off.
Like I would. Like,
You got to listen closely to hear the tea
You
in
gotta
there.
pay this. I would have went up to pay it and be like, all right, let's go. We'll just talk about it later.
I ain't gonna lie. Stop that.
What are you talking about?
Stop it.
What are you talking about?
I fuck with you, but stop.
What are you talking about?
Stop, brother. Like,
I'm not on content. What are you talking about?
I'm not either.
What are you talking about?
I love I'm not on content.
Listen, no.
New Joe Budden.
Let go.
I don't think you're ready to know that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it.
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to her.
By now, you get the gist. They about to fight in the background. She says we're on stream. They cut it off. That's that. What do we take away from this, and how can we help America again? America needs a mother.
A father.
America needs guidance.
Role model.
That's a father. Like, dog.
It was too much talking.
If you going out, in my opinion, and how it was, if you go out and it's 4 couples or 3 couples or whatever the case may be, customarily, how I was raised, the men pick up the bill and divide it equally.
Yeah.
So the bill's $1,000. It's 4 couples. It's $250 a pop. That's just easy. I don't give a fuck if you had a water and you had
We bust it down.
a fuck
I
Louis the 13th.
I hear
That's
you,
just
buddy.
customarily how it happens.
I'm not even doing that.
I
I'm
hear
with
you,
you,
big
but I'm not
dog.
even doing that.
Yeah, I'm paying the whole thing, yo.
This
Yeah,
is,
facts.
and I'm not talking about you. I know you carry pause. This is what's said when these talks come up. Like what you saying is what, like men have learned what you're supposed to say when these talks come up. I've seen it with my own eyes too many times. Got to take a phone call. Got to pee. They in there for man long. Longest piss ever. Sit there and start just looking around. Don't even fake grab for their wallet. So, I mean, yeah, men know what to say. But when put into that situation and the Chase account ain't looking a certain way, men get silent.
Yeah.
Men get silent.
I think
they
men-
forget men rules,
I
man
think
rules.
men need to stay their ass home. You know what their account look like before you get in the Uber, before you get in the car. You know what their account look like. And if you and your chick are together and y'all don't got it and y'all ain't discussed this prior to sitting down, don't go.
But what happens is, because I agree with that. The only thing I could think of sometimes what happened though is, say we all going to dinner and then, I'm just say flip the sides. He want to buy a bottle of something that costs $1,000. And now we dividing that 4 ways. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Now
if something OD happened where
I get it.
I could reasonably expect that we was going to spend $300 on dinner. And now suddenly that $300 turned to $550 because we dividing that bottle up 4 ways.
It's not fair, but to me, you asking my opinion, you got to eat it.
Same, but if
it
somebody
happens
ain't
that
got
I
it,
don't
though.
drink.
What if you
So
don't
I
have
don't.
it, though?
I'm saying that to the question of like, don't go out if you ain't got it. I might have budgeted for what was like in the bounds of reasonable.
So what do you do as the guy that don't drink when Mark's situation comes up?
I split the bill all the time.
No matter what.
I
Even
don't
if somebody
drink. So what happens with me is, and the people that have been out with me, they know when the bill comes, I don't drink. Niggas that had 3 over here, and drinks cost. We in New York City Metro. That shit costs. I just split the bill. But in that instance that Mark is talking about, if you don't have it and you budgeted $300, and now because this nigga ordered a bottle of Louis Trey or whatever, the bill is $600. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's a conversation, yo, dog.
Where should
you
that
gotta humble out too? Like, yo,
for the people out there listening, where should that conversation
Outside,
take place?
nigga. Somebody pays the bill. Somebody comes.
No, that's not true. Because you might not have it to go outside yet. But if you know that happens once the bill comes and you're amongst friends, then my friend will be like, yo, dog, you ordered that.
Or the second, if you know you ain't got it like that, the second Flip orders that bottle.
Yes.
That Louis the 13th bottle that you know
Good
what it's
point.
going to cost. Hey, yo, dog. So, yo, listen, I ain't playing for that.
See, that's more podcast dude talk.
Should happen.
Nobody sees it when he orders that bottle. The guy that is on fuck shit, people talking, grooving,
That's true.
jamming.
That's true. That's a
That
good
guy
point.
told the waitress lean in.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't see it until that shit
good
hit
point.
the table.
You're right.
dog.
You're right.
Yeah.
But when that check comes and that's your man, yo, bro, I ain't that. You on that?
Yeah.
Listen, we talking about this Queen Naja shit. My first beef is with the waitress. Because she handed the bill to Queen Naja. That's off already.
She is.
That's off already.
Why?
She might have recognized.
Because that's a
That's what
woman.
I thought.
Because that's a woman.
Oh,
That's a woman.
I give it to the famous person too, probably if I was a waiter.
Nah,
You're
it don't
supposed
go
to give
like
it to the
that.
man. Supposed to give it to whoever her date is.
Mark,
if you recognize
Mark
her,
in his household don't abide to some of this shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume that. I wouldn't assume that.
I would think today they're going to give it to the famous person.
And I've been a server. If I was at a table back in the day when I worked at like TGI Fridays, if I'm walking the table and I don't know, Eve is in there. I'm just picking a famous person, and a table full of people. I'm probably walking up to Eve and giving her the ticket, just because that's the
way on
Never.
God's
because
green
I'm
earth.
assuming that's the person with the money, and I'm assuming that's the person paying for it. That or Jill Scott or whoever. That's how I would be thinking about it if I didn't know nobody else. Now, if she was there and it was clearly if Jill Scott was sitting there on a date, yeah, I might hand
That's
it
what
to
I'm
her
saying.
date.
Queen Naja is saying it's couples out. It's call it four
men
couples.
here.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a
Couples,
table
four
full of
couples.
people. You got to pick somebody.
true.
Sit it in the
That's
middle of the
four
table.
men for you to choose from, or you sit it in the
Sit in
middle
of the table and let
Oh,
them
that's a
figure
good
it
one.
out.
You
Middle
don't,
of the table.
right
I
in
would
the
do
middle.
that.
hand it to Queen Naja because she's famous.
And bigger than that, your part of your job being the waitress or the server is you assess the table every time you coming back.
Yeah.
So if you think Queen Naja is the big fish at the table, you give it to the man that you've observed being her man.
What if Queen Naja asked for the bill?
That's different.
So who asked for the check in this case? Do we know?
No, Joe said she just walked up and gave it to him.
What if Queen
Because usually somebody
Naja?
asks for it before they do that.
What if Queen Naja's there dolo? It's some couples, some not.
I'm giving. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving it to the person who asked for the check. Who said, "Can we have a check, please?" If that person, because usually somebody asks for the check. Rarely, as a server, do you just walk up and especially people that spending money, you don't want them to go.
Right.
So I would give it to the person who asked for it. But if no one asked for it, or I wasn't sure, I would probably, being honest, give it to Queen Naja myself. My instinct would be to give it to the famous person. The
Or
person
you
I
just
recognize.
announce, you walk over there and be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna sit this," and then wait for somebody to
be like, "Oh no, I'll take it."
Yeah, because even in Queen Naja pulling out the calculator or saying, "Yo, we busting this down amongst couples," I didn't interpret that as Queen Naja don't have the money to pay for this bill.
No.
I took that as Queen Naja's probably tired of being the person that has
front
to
the bill.
cover for all of the people that we out with while
think she
nobody
right.
want to say nothing. So you know what? Let's get a calculator. Let's get a pen and pad. Let's see who ordered what. Me and him ordered this. I'm not just footing the bill for some couples that I may or may not have just met on the vacation. What are we doing? Because I am who I am.
I think that's fair.
1,000%.
I don't think I'm right to do that just as a waitress. I know that server mentality. You know what I mean? You also thinking who's going to give me the biggest tip. As a server, I'm thinking, where am I going to get the biggest tip from?
No, this tip is probably included.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm just saying, even though you might put some extra on it, but like as a server, that's what you're thinking. Is what this is my livelihood. Let me think who's going to give me the most thing. Now, if you get past regular restaurant etiquette, there's rich people restaurant etiquette. There's no way I will go out with y'all and expect us to be dividing the bill or pulling out a calculator. Somebody paying that bill, all of it, unless it's something stupid. I mean, like stupid. I'm expecting Ish to pay the bill. I used to pay the bill. I'd pay the bill. You pay the bill. I would like when we went out. I was going to reach for it, and you had to reach for it first, and your reach is longer, so I let you pay. But like you know, my arm is a little short, but like I would have absolutely just paid the bill. I couldn't imagine me and you putting 2 cards on the table, and I couldn't imagine Venmoing you a couple $100. That feels like that's crazy to me.
Why?
At our because we got.
Cause you got it,
Cause you got it. I got all of us up here got it enough.
No, he's saying that.
No,
I'm not
he's
saying
not saying just you.
All of us. That's what I'm saying. I don't expect you to pay. I expect one of us to pay.
Somebody to pay the whole bill.
But if I'm Venmoing somebody, it ain't because I'm assuming they don't have it. It's a sign.
I'm just saying it's too small.
It's a show. It's a show of character.
I expect you to offer it. You expect me to say no?
No, I'm not saying offer. I'm saying
the last time we went to Say Less, you took the bill, and I was like, "Yo, you good?" You were like, "No." I was like, "All right." Like me and Flip had fought over the bill before, literally, like, cause he want to pay, and I'm like, "I got it." He'll be like, "No." Like he do some ignorant shit and be wanting to pay.
That fight stops depending on the restaurant.
He ain't give you a tussle.
Tussle and sight out.
They ain't flex at all.
Fucking jabroni.
No, but I that's tough. Know what happens though? At the end of that shit, you look at the people different. You know what I mean? You don't want to go out with them no more.
I was out with Eric B and Star, and that's where they started that shit. Like, Eric B was like,
dropped something.
Yeah, we did.
I was out a long time ago, and that's where it started though, where he was like, nigga, we not splitting no bill. Like, what are you doing? You know, how much?
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to talk about that, we talk about that outside. We're not going to sit here and congregate and look like that.
Especially with no math. Don't become a mathematician at the table, my nigga. That shit is disgusting.
Yeah, but I feel like, and again, I believe that life experiences help to build character. I feel like to know that and to learn that, you have to have been on the other side to feel what that feels like. You had to be out with a group of people that wanted to pull a calculator out. You had to be out with a group of people that didn't see nothing wrong with putting 12 cards here and pissing the waitress off who got to go individually swipe. Like, you had to be there to feel what that's like to know, all right, we can't do that. And some of it is privilege because you work your way out of having to live like that. If the check is $1,300 and one of y'all come hassling me, like, we would fight.
Naija Budden.